Hi everyone. Thanks for joining us today. We're just going to do a little short flow for you to get some energy up. So, starting standing, toes together to touch at the top of your mat, making it a balancing pose, closing the eyes, and the hands can either just be soft by your sides, or if you prefer Anjali Mudra, hands together in front of your heart. And find your breath. And then start to find that sway in the feet and the legs, calling in your balance, your roots. You start to feel out the strength of the legs, the strength of the hips. Feel the core engaged. The shoulders down and back, and then the lift through the crown of the head. And if you've been working with an intention or you would like one for your practice, take it here. Knowing that that's a message from your heart, with your hands at your heart. Take a nice full breath in. Full breath out. And then blink your eyes open as you inhale, reach up. Palms come together to touch. As you exhale, bend into your knees, fold forward. Nice long spine, and then as you inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release the head right back down. Follow the breath as you inhale, come all the way up to standing, reach up. And then exhale, swim the arms down to the heart. We're going to do that same thing again. So inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend into your knees, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release back to the legs. Ride the inhale all the way up to standing, reaching up. Swimming the arms down back to the heart. Pause for a second, close your eyes, big breath in. Full breath out. And then inviting in the Chaturanga as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Nice and strong. Push through your heels, tuck your tailbone. As you exhale, lower all the way down. You can come through the knees if you need to. Untuck the toes, lift the chest for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Through hands and knees, back to down dog. Take your time, start to pedal out the feet. Drop your head, feel the length of your legs, the strength of your legs. Really feel your muscles all the way up the arms, into the shoulders, hands spread wide. Take another deep breath in. And then use that exhale, start to walk up to the top of the mat. Take your time. As you inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, fold. And then all the way up to standing, reach up. Swim the arms down to the heart. 2 more times, going with your breath, inhaling up. Exhaling, fold forward. Flat back, spacious. Plant your hands, step back. Make sure you have that stack of your shoulders and wrists. Tuck your tailbone all the way down. Uncurl your toes, cobra. Lower down. Hands and knees again, back to down dog. Drop your head, feel the length of your neck. Deep inhales and exhales. One more big breath in. Use the exhale. A few less steps up to the top of the mat. As you inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. All the way up to standing, reach up. Hands back to the heart. Take a second, pause. Close the eyes again. Feel your inhale and exhale. Inhale reaches up. Fold forward with your out breath. Halfway lift. Plant your hands back to plank. Push through your heels, up dog or cobra, lower down, maybe to the hover. Whichever back bend, and then back to down dog. Five deep breaths. If you have the hop to the top of the mat, or if you're working on it, start to switch your gaze up towards the hands. Bend your knees a lot. As you exhale, hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. All the way up to standing. Reach up. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes again. Pause. Feel the breath. Notice your energy. And then start to blink the eyes open. Take all of your weight into that left leg. Right leg is going to come up. So really flex your foot here. Notice my toes are right towards my shin. Hands are going to stay at the heart. Keep a bend in that standing leg. As you exhale, nice and slow, start to hinge forward, taking it into warrior three legs. Hands are staying at your heart. Keep your right toes down. Keep a bend in that left knee. Bring your arms forward if you're comfortable. Finding your stability. Big inhale. Arms are going to reach up. The right knee comes back into the chest. Keep the bend in the left knee. Without using your hands, bring your right foot into tree. Either below the knee, or if you're on the knee, find a hover. Stay with the pose. Hands back to the heart. Bring that right leg up. Flex the foot. And then exhale, step it down. Hands come down. Close your eyes. Feel out the residue of the postures. Blink the eyes open. Switch all the weight into that right foot. Take a bend into your knee. Hands to the heart. Left leg rises. Flex your foot. Toes back towards your shin. Use your exhale. Warrior three legs. Bring the foot back. Try and angle the left pinky toe down towards the earth so your hip drops. Right knee stays bent. As you're ready, hands go forward. Warrior three. Nice and strong. Inhale, reach the arms up, bring the knee into the chest. Keep that bend in your standing leg. Exhale, left foot comes into tree, below the knee or at the hover. Next exhale, hands come down to the heart. Knee comes back into the chest. Exhale, step it down. Hands come down. Shift the weight a little back and forth into the right and left foot. And then pause again. Find your breath. Maybe a little smile on your face, inspired by your strength. And switch the weight back into that left foot. Take a bend into the knee, hands to the heart. Right toes lift. Flex your foot. As you exhale, warrior three legs. Hands at the heart so you can adjust the foot, bring the hip down. Reach the hands forward as you're ready. Keep that bend in the standing leg. And then as you exhale, take that right foot all the way back so you come into your crescent lunge. Reach the heart up. Really push into that back heel. Start to feel this nice psoas stretch, the hip stretch. Exhale, hands are going to come to the heart. Start to hinge forward, finding a twist. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Keep that strength through your legs. Use your inhale, unwind. Reach the arms up. As you exhale, you might take 2 steps, you might take 1. Start to hinge forward. Warrior 3. Back leg rises, toes face down. Hands to the heart, bring the knee up into the chest. Exhale, tree pose, right below the knee or on the hover. One more time, knee into the chest. Exhale, step it down. Release the hands, wiggle out the hips if you need to. Close your eyes. Nice deep inhales and exhales. Thank your body. Feeling strong. Feeling rooted through your feet. Supported through your legs. Shift your weight into the right leg, hands to the heart, left knee up, flex your toes. Keep a bend in the standing leg. As you exhale, warrior 3 legs. Feel it out, drop the hip. Take your time, arms reach forward. Slowly, left toes touch down, keep the arms lifted. Push into that back heel. Feel out that stretch. Feel the squeeze in the inner thighs. Hands to the heart. Start to hinge. Take your elbow outside of your knee into that twist. And take your time unwinding. Reaching the arms back up nice and strong. Take your time. You can take 2 steps if you need it. Reach forward, warrior 3. Hands to the heart, bring the knee into the chest. Come into your tree pose. Stay with your breath. Start to feel that right leg burn out. One more time, left knee into the chest, flex your toes. And then exhale, step down, shift your weight a little, rock your hips. Drop your hands, close your eyes. Deep inhales and exhales. Let some of that heat out of your mouth. Take your feet as wide as your mat, toes out, heels in. Keep your eyes closed as you inhale, reach the arms up. Let your palms come together to touch overhead. Blink the eyes open as you exhale, sink all the way down into Malasana. Woo, feel your hips. If you need a little bit of a wiggle, left to right. Really push the elbows into the knees, knees into the elbows. Reach the crown of the head up, tailbone down. And we'll take a twist here. Right arm comes down, left arm reaches up. If you want that bind half or full, left hand behind the back, right hand might come around. Use your exhale. Unwind, come back through center. Breathe in your Malasana. And then left arm down. Right arm reaches up. Half or full bind if you want it. Exhale releases you. Malasana, push into the knees. Hands come down, lift your hips straight up. Take your toes back to hip width distance. Feel it out. As you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Do that again, flat back. Exhale, let go. One more time, halfway lift. This time, plant your hands, step back to plank. Push through your heels. Tuck your tailbone, lower all the way down to the earth. Untuck your toes. Hands outside of your mat onto the fingertips. Keep them in line with your shoulders. Then as you inhale, lift up, super cobra. Exhale, lower. 2 more times, head moves last. Lower down. 1 more. Take your hands back underneath your shoulders. Push it all the way back to child's pose. Knees wide, head down, belly drops. And start to bring that energy down. Use your inhale. Push into the hands, lift the chest and the hips, tabletop position. Find the stack of your wrist and your shoulders. And then as you inhale, take your right leg up. Flex the foot like you're going to walk on the ceiling. Take a nice big half hip circle. Step outside of your right pinky. Coming into lizard pose. So if this is it, this is it. You work with what you got, great. If you need more, the hips might start to drop forward and down. You could stay right at your hands. I really enjoy a little wiggle left to right. More than this, if it's available, you might come down to the forearms. It's not necessary. And feel that stretch on the left side. Come back to the hands if you've gone to the forearms. Pull the hips back for half split. Leave the foot out to the right. Flex your toes back towards your shin again. Keep that little bend in your knee. Hands come inside that right foot. Bend back into the knee so you can slide it back to the left. Readjust your hands, your knees, and then as you inhale, take your left leg up. Flex the foot. Take a big half circle outside of your left hand. And then honor the differences in the sides. If maybe you went further than you are here now on the last side, that's fine. If it's available, hips start to come forward. Maybe you find that little rock. And take your time, come back to the hands, leave the foot out to the left, pull your hips back for half split. Flex the toes, bend the knee a little bit, try and drop that left hip down. Start to find the bend in that left knee. Hand comes inside. Slide the foot back. And then we're going to come into Virasana. So sitting back on the heels, if this is not available, you could sit on a couple of blocks and then close the knees in front, or you could just take a different seat. See if you could take this sway out of your back. So you drop your tailbone down, sit up nice and tall through the crown of your head. Palms face down, close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop down and back. Feel your breath out. Take your time, blink the eyes open. You're going to let the hips fall to one side. Feet come around, making your way onto your back. Bringing the knees into the chest when you get there, squeezing them towards you. Starting to take some circles with the legs. And then we'll take one bridge pose to really stretch the front of the hips. So work the heels close to the glutes. Slide onto the tops of the shoulders, and then as you inhale, lift your hips up. Pushing the sacrum up, letting the knees come forward over the ankles. And then maybe you interlace the hands behind the back and push into the backs of the arms and the back of the head. Maybe your hands are on the ground, pushing into the earth. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. And where we want the lift and the strength to come from the hamstrings, I still really like to protect my low back. Squeeze the glutes. Use the exhale, release the hands, bring them over the head so the backs of the arms are on the earth, and then lower down nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Soles of the feet as wide as your mat. Let the knees come in together to touch. Couple of breaths here. You can leave the arms over the head and then start to windshield wipe your legs left to right, letting the right knee and the left knee travel at the same time, getting into the front of the hip. Next time you drop the knees over to the right, let them stay there. Keep that left arm extended long, and if you wanted a little bit more, you could hook your right foot on your left knee. We want to make sure that that doesn't give us too much pulling on the low back. And then I like to bring my right hand towards my right rib cage, my belly. Feel the breath. Let it be natural as we wind down, allowing it to stay spontaneous. Slowly bring the left hand down to the belly, extend the right arm long, switch the legs over to the left side. Maybe you hook that foot on the knee. Come back through center. Bring the knees up into the chest. Squeeze them towards you. Feel the breath touch the thighs. And then lift your head. Give each knee a little kiss. Use your exhale into Savasana. Allow the feet to flop out, the palms to be face up, unless that's uncomfortable. Then the feet could be as wide as the mat, the knees fall in together. Let go of any thoughts. And allow your muscles to release from your bones. Allow that breath to be natural still. See if you can drop the tongue down from the roof of the mouth. Please feel free to stay in your Savasana as long as you'd like. When you're ready, bring some movement to the toes and the fingers. Find that nice full body stretch. Reach the arms over the head. Take it all the way down to the toes. And then bend your knees, roll over to your side. Stay comfortable for a moment. And telling your body thank you. Whisper that I love you to yourself, and then as you feel ready, push up to a seat. Take a second to notice how you feel. We'll close by bringing your palms together to touch, wishing the benefits of the practice out to all beings. Bring your thumbs to meet your third eye, and let's bow together. Namaste. Thank you for practicing today.